Welcome to TerraceTruthTalkin. I'm Joanna Bonaro, and today I have a guest host whom I would like to welcome, Abby Ross, who is a very good friend of mine. We have a lot in common. We've both been in the entertainment industry. We've shared life's ups and downs as women.
That's for sure.
And she also has a small family business, so she really understands the topic of today, which is to herald and celebrate the independent entrepreneurial spirit of female small business owners. And to exemplify that, but 1 minute, Abby, thank you for coming on the show.
See, it's nice that she gave me a chance to talk. That's how we are together. Joanna, it's such a pleasure to be here. I have heard these podcasts now, and they're so interesting to me as a middle-aged gal, but still hot.
Fulgent.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Fulgent.
It's just very helpful to listen to this, so I'm so happy to be here. Thanks.
Thank you. And to exemplify the entrepreneurial female small business owner spirit, we have a very special guest whom I know personally, and I'm one of her customers, Wendy Pena, who owns a hair salon studio called Charles Hair Studio on the Upper East Side on East 70th Street and First Avenue. So welcome, Wendy.
Oh, thank you for having me here. I'm very happy that you chose me.
We're so excited.
And if you could see Wendy's hair, you would be like, oh my God, I'm going there now.
Okay.
I love your hair color.
Not only,
you.
and
Wow.
Wendy does her own hair. She's done my hair for years.
Wow.
And I always look stupendous. And when I go, when I leave my apartment the next day, my doorman always says, "You look so good today." I'm like, yeah, I know. Wendy did my hair.
That's what I like to do, what I do. And this is
Yes.
to make women to look beautiful and feel good with themselves.
And you're so,
Absolutely.
and from the first time I walked into her studio, because what most people know about me is that I hate going to the hair salon. I hate doing stuff for my hair. And so I have been to many different studios through the years. And when I walked into Wendy's salon and studio, she was so welcoming. And she also calmed me down about all my fears and concerns. And she's just stupendous. So I said, she's got to come on. She just has to. Who else could it be?
Thank you.
So, Wendy, why don't we just start off? We'll shut up now and just tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm from Dominican Republic. I came here to this country when I was 16. I was supposed to go to the school, but I couldn't do it with many different obstacles in life. And later on, I decided to become a hairstylist. But first, I ended up having children.
Yes, always a little sidebar there,
Yeah,
right?
that kind of take up a lot of
I
your
don't want to
time.
go on in my whole thing, but when I went to the beauty school, I always knew that I liked to do this and that I want to have my own business from the day one that I walked in. And
So this was always a wish for you, long term. You always wanted to have your own salon.
always because I don't know what kind of business, but I come from a business family. Everybody owns a business. So in my mind, I know that I'm going to have a business.
That's
All right.
great.
It's determination. And when I started doing hair, like I know it was good since I was a little girl because I'm a curly hair person. So I had to learn how to do my own hair because my mother, she don't know how. And my school in Dominican Republic, the girl, they used to pay me in the bathroom
really?
to do my bun that I always had different ones.
What a riot. That's great.
So
That's
everything started from there. Like I have it on me. And I feel very good, not because the money, because when I see what I can do with the hair.
That is so nice.
Yeah, it's the passion.
It's
that
the
I always
passion.
had, yes.
That's one of the things I was doing research on small business owners and the female entrepreneurial spirit. And And there are surveys that have been done and analyses, and that's what a lot of the articles say, is that it's that you realize what your passion is and your skills and your talent, and you realize that that's what's really going to make you feel fulfilled and gives you purpose in life.
Yes.
So even though we all know it's difficult, and we'll talk about, starting one's own business, that one of the major things that keeps everyone going is that the positive feedback and knowing that you're fulfilling your own skill set and your own talent, and it's being recognized for that.
Yes, and you follow your feelings, what you like to do.
It's a very creative process.
Yes.
I mean, you're almost like a painter and a sculptor, and because you know how
It
to,
is.
For sure. One thing I do think we should mention, just because I think this would pique our listeners, because it's such a generous offer, is that we asked Wendy, and she jumped at the idea that for all of those listening to Joanna Bonaro's wonderful show, if she'd be interested in offering something for those who are listening. So we would like to offer, Wendy, what is it that you'd like to offer anyone who is currently listening to this podcast?
And is interested in finding a magnificent hairdresser, hairstylist, color expert, a hair salon, should go to Wendy's store on 70th Street and First Avenue.
Yes, it's 403 East 70th Street. On the Upper East Side. If anybody would like to get a consultation about haircut or hair coloring, they're very welcome to come, and I will give you a consultation, and I show you what is good for you, hair, color, what you're looking for, even a haircut also consultation.
Wow. Okay. And did you say, and then a hydration?
And then you said
and hydrating treatment.
And a free hydrating treatment.
All right,
yes.
Ladies.
Like moisturizing for your hair.
Okay.
Which we all need.
Yeah. Especially now with the heat. So that is a wonderful offer. And let's just repeat the address one more time.
It's 403 East 70th Street.
Okay, great.
Okay, so 403 East 70th Street,
Yeah,
Charles Hair Studio on the Upper East Side. And you have to tell Wendy, who's the owner, that you heard about her on TerraceTruthTalkin. And this offer is good till June 30th, 2020. So go in now, ladies.
And I promise you, when you first walk in and you see Wendy, you're going to be, oh my
Wowza.
God. Wowza. I want to look like that. I want my hair cut like that. And I want the color like that.
Oh, thank you so much. But yes, my goal is to make you look good and feel good about yourself.
look
So
great.
you're
And she
very
does.
welcome to come.
She did. So let me ask you, when you decided this, and it seems like you had some role models, because you said many people in your family or your friends or your
Yes.
surroundings had their own businesses. Did you have conversations with them at all about how to start your own business, or what steps did you take?
No, at all. I never told anyone. It just happened that when I went to the beauty school, and I went to register myself, I said to the lady, I'm here because I want to learn how to do hair, and I want to know the step to open my own hair salon.
Okay.
It's amazing.
With no money, just a dream.
Wow.
Just a dream.
How did
Just
you
a
do
dream.
that? How did
So
you?
now you
Just a dream.
come to America, right?
When I was 16.
When you were 16, and then
Yes.
you had beauty school. So now, when did you actually open up the salon, or what there were steps or transitions that happened?
That was in the transition when I went to beauty school. All my teachers liked me, and they only trust me. Like it's a time when you go to learn first the basic, and then it's a hands-on. So when the teachers saw me what I can do, they came to me and told me, you have a natural talent. So it was competition that I win.
Wonderful.
Oh.
And that time. And one of my teachers that I was never going to forget her, she told me, you have to go. Nice thing, I was living in the Bronx at that time. You're not going to stay in I'm a Latina, and your neighborhood. You have to go out.
Mm-hmm.
And she sent me in the middle of my training to Orberly Place,
Waverly Place?
Yes, here
Okay.
in the village.
Mm-hmm.
So she sent me over there. My English, it was very limited also, but she told me everything in English, what I had to know about hair. So I was very young at that time. I was like 19 at that time.
You're a baby, yeah.
I was 19. So when I went over there, they liked me. And they helped me, all the workers and the training people. And I started to get better and confident. So I got to stay in that salon until I complete my training. If I left before time, I got to pay, which money there I don't have.
Okay.
So I worked there. And when I see that I was making money from that, and I start observe what they doing as a business side.
Mm-hmm.
So when I complete my training in there, I take a look at the New York Times. My English is still limited. I try my best.
You're pretty good.
I try my best, but I couldn't go to the school. I just learned with people over the years. So I checked the New York Times and I find that little ad. It was a salon in 89 in Columbus. That was only for men. And the training that I was doing, it was more for men haircut. So I suggest the guy, I don't know if I can mention the name of the salon that are in that time.
Sure.
That was international haircutters. In that time, it was not for women. It was more male.
Okay.
And I said to the guy, like, why wouldn't do more women? So there was like 14 chairs in that salon. And he
big.
hired me. And the 3 first chair, nobody wants the 3 chairs. And he asked me, which chair you want? And I said, the one by the window, because I know I cannot speak, but my job is
But you can show.
I can show the people. So in the short period of time, I was busy in the girl by the window.
Oh.
So people stop and they say, I want the girl by the window. So I stayed there.
Wendy, that's so smart of you to do that.
Very
Yes,
smart.
because I cannot speak well and then I cannot express, but they can see what I
you
could
can
do.
do.
And you look good.
And I wasn't intimidated by people stop in the window and
because you're
look
good
at
at what you do.
And I tried to do my best in each client, like always from the beginning. So I wanted to make it look good and perfect. So this was my first step to make me see that I could do it, that I can attract customers, make people feel good. And in a short period of time, I was more busy than people that had years there.
That happens so much in salons too. You know, there's always the one who is always busy, and that's always the best one.
Yes,
I mean,
but
it's
it's a
just
lot
always-
of jealousy.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I'm sure there's.
And so
Hello.
it was a jealousy because of that jealousy, I ended up getting fired.
Oh,
But
dear.
you know, this is good to know because there are always going to be setbacks for anything that any of us try. But you picked yourself up and you moved forward.
And you know what? When something like that happened to us, something better would come.
Absolutely.
And we don't even know that
True.
it's there because I never been on the east side. And because that day they fired me, I crossed.
Oh my God.
She went through Central Park like, I'm going
and
east.
that time already that job gave me the opportunity because I was doing well to have my own car. So I bought a small car. I remember that I named it Chocolate.
That's
That's
adorable.
adorable, yeah.
So I ended up driving for first time to the east side at the Central Park. And I said, where am I on? This is another 80-something.
That's awesome. So
I ended up to York Avenue.
Oh, on York
And
Avenue.
York Avenue. So I saw that little salon in 75th and York Avenue. And I'm looking for a job. I'm fired. So I need to get a job. So
and why would they fire the? I mean, I know there's jealousy, but you got fired because you were so good.
because there was a Dominican couple who owns like a part for cars across the street. The guy ended up dying, and the woman stayed with the business, and she offered me the half of the store to have a salon. But I told her no because I appreciate him
Oh, I see. Okay.
to give me the opportunity to be here. I would never do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But somebody else overheard the whole thing and told the owner, so he ended up firing me.
Wow. Okay. I just was curious because, you know,
Yeah.
usually. All right. So then you went.
So that's why when something bad
happens.
You never know.
You
It's
never
good.
know what another door God had for you out there.
Absolutely.
So then you come to the east side.
Yeah, I crossed to the east side and I saw this big salon first on First Avenue. I forgot the name, and I went over there, parked my car, and there was many hairstylists in that big salon, and I asked for a job, and they looked at my car, and they were laughing because I ended up getting a ticket by the time I went inside.
Oh, you poor baby.
Welcome to New York City.
And they were so rude with me, and I said, okay, I get a ticket, so let me turn over here to find a way to go home.
Oh,
And
God.
when I turned, I ended up being in 75th in York.
Oh,
and
my
it's,
God.
And it's a little salon that I walked in there, and the lady said, yes, I'm hiding. You want to stay? And I said, yes, I have all my tools. So I started working right away.
You
And
were
there-
ready.
I was ready. I was fired with all my tools.
With all
in the
your
car.
tools.
What a
So-
story.
It's almost like fate.
It's like
Yes.
synchronicity.
I have
mean,
this thing about synchronicity and fate and destiny and
It was the destiny,
Absolutely.
and I meant to be that way because the lady, she told me that she was the manager. She never told me that she was the owner. And I worked the whole day, and I even made, she paid me $35 for the whole day, and I don't know how many hair, and she was charged a lot of money. And at the end of the day, when she paid me that, and I said, I need the job, but for $35, I was making a lot more than that. And I said, no, and I have one of the old flip phone. And I said, here, in my cell phone, if you ever speak to the owner, tell her that I'm interested to buy this a little salon, because this is my dream to have a salon like this side.
Wait a minute. Okay, so you actually were talking to the owner at that time?
She
She's
never
posed
told
as
me.
a manager.
No.
She was the manager.
Interesting.
She was the manager, but I left my cell phone number.
Yes.
But not even when I find the way to go to 96th Street, that I see the highway,
yes.
and my cell phone rang, and I answered. It was the owner. Said if I have $25,000 in cash, she would sell it to me.
Oh, my God.
Oh my
But
goodness.
you didn't have $25,000 in cash.
I just bought my chocolate in my car, so I don't have money.
So what'd you do?
So what did you do?
So I was
Guys,
decided.
gals, we don't know this, by
Yeah,
the way.
this
It's not,
is
we
live
didn't prepare
radio here.
this, even though it's not live out there. This is second by second.
It's second by second because it's interesting how
Yes,
I start. Even
yeah.
for me, today I was like even crying, thinking about everything that happened. So as I went home, I didn't tell my husband at that time anything, and I sat and very quiet. But I have a great mother-in-law that she always babysitting my kids, so I had no worries about my kids. However,
Great.
Yeah, we were going to ask about
that
that.
way, he know how to work things.
Work-life balance.
So I went home and locked my door, and I make a list with the name of everybody who I know, who I can borrow money from.
That's great. Okay.
You
Yeah.
are so industrious. I don't think you know the strong spirit. That
Yeah,
isn't that
incredible.
amazing? You're,
Yes.
you're incredible.
And then when I made my list, I didn't know anything else about
Oh.
business. It just happened. And some people say no, some people say yes. And then I ended up calling my mom, and I say, hey, mommy, I had this opportunity. And many other people, they went to see the area in York Avenue. They say, oh, you don't even speak English good. This is not a neighborhood for you. You're not going to make it there. And some of my cousins told me no. And by each person trying to turn me down, I say, I feel it. This is what I want. And I don't care what I have. This is the side of the salon that I
I'm
want.
getting chills.
Me too.
Are you
Wendy,
getting chills?
I mean-
Wendy, I don't think you realize how remarkable
What a
your
great
story
story
is,
that is.
and you are.
Yes,
Oh.
but I don't know anything else. I don't have nobody who advised me how it is to get into business.
So then what did you do?
So are those tears of joy, would you say? That
It's
you're-
remember.
Yeah, the frustration.
I'm sorry.
And the
No,
fear.
it was not frustration, but it's remember what I went through in that time and how many years been. I was 24 by that time already.
You know, I
Wow.
just think it's so amazing that you had this faith in yourself and
I believe it. Like, everybody trying to tell me no, and they see the location and York Avenue in 75th. And that time it was quiet because later on the school friends said, Elisa.
Yes.
So the whole neighborhood changed.
Yes.
So I ended up making my list, going back to my list.
Yes.
And I borrowed $500 for this cousin, $1,000 for this one. So it took me like almost 4 years to pay that money to everyone. Mm-hmm. But I bought the salon. I gave the money in cash to the lady.
And
I
you
ended up
did
doing
it.
Yeah. And I put all that money together in a week.
And then, what did your friends expect you in terms of paying back? Did you have that feeling?
And everybody was telling me that they thought that I'm going to fail, that I was making a mistake. They're going to help me. But I believe in myself. And I know that I'm going to make it, and I try hard. And I have also, I was in the neighborhood where I was not working in. I was in Welcome when I took over because I had notes. Couldn't go back to you belong to Washington High or to Spanish neighborhoods. I had those kind of people. And when I had those people saying that and I know who they are, I always smile to them and I always try to get them. Even after years, they came to me and they apologized.
That's amazing.
See, well, at least they apologized.
But you know why? I never treat them different. I said, I could do it. But down the line over there, going back when I get that money, the salon was so ugly and I wanted to renew it and I don't have no money.
So what did you do?
What did you do?
Yeah.
And I tried no credit because I had no credit.
Right.
I don't have nobody who give me advice. It's like you start your credit this way. No, but I had no help for anything. I went to the bank and I get turned down by the bank. So just I had to work hard.
Yeah. You know, it's so impressive what you're doing. I personally have a family business, and I just know how difficult it is to start something like this. And I know when we went to the bank, we also got turned down, and it's very difficult. And
get turned down.
Absolutely. So you started this, and how did it begin to sort of get successful? How is it coming?
Well, so you know, also let me just is that. This is about 40% of small business owners, female business owners. They do say that one of the major challenges was the access to capital or funding, and that banks are not amenable necessarily to it.
They're not.
And that a lot of women small business owners, over between 30 and 40%, have to finance the opening of their own business with their own money, either with personal savings or borrowing from friends or using a retirement account. And that's unfortunate. But I think it's good for our listeners to know, so that especially you, Wendy, you're a wonderful example of how even when you get those no's, even when people around you are saying no or discouraging you, you find that inner resource somewhere from deep inside of you, and you say, no, I'm going to move forward.
Don't be afraid. Whatever your passion is, just put all your heart and you're going to succeed.
The fact that you even had prejudice among your own friends and your own social circles, and which makes, because I really feel sometimes women can be tough on each other, and I think it's only because we feel that people have been tough on us.
I really never, I have friends, but I never so close to anyone. I always, whatever I do, it's just myself.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think also because you're working so hard and you have the vision and you have the determination. You're a working mother. You have the children, even though your mother-in-law was helping you. I mean, how do you even have time for a social life?
I work 7 days a week until I pay that money. And then when I want to do some renovation, I used to go to Home Depot and ask for advices, and I used to do it myself.
Isn't she remarkable?
So describe your salon. So when I walk in, what kind of experience would I have?
Okay, so first of all, I'm going to describe the first one because this is to have a nice ending. I stayed there in that salon. In the beginning, it was hard. I was afraid to answer the phone when they ring. Because I don't know how, because my English was so limited. And God sent me a nice client that day, she walked in and she said, "Oh, are you new here?" And I said, "Yes." And the phone is ringing. What are you ringing? I said, "I'm afraid."
Oh my God, that's so cute. Did she pick up for you? That's what I would have done.
Yes, she did.
Oh.
And then she said, "Oh, you gotta learn how to do this thing." Her name is Naomi Farrell. She died.
Oh,
But
God bless you.
She was my friend and my mentor
Nice.
that I find who speak English perfect. She used to come every day after work and told me make it right, how to say, how to answer the phone, how to behave.
Oh, that's
So literally your mentor and good friend and advisor walked through
She
the
walked
door.
in. That's why God puts the things and everything. It was like a puzzle. Like I don't even know where
Like
they
a
come
domino
from.
effect.
Yes.
That's not off. That's just
That's
so
amazing.
awesome.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, that's
I didn't know any of
great.
this when I said to you, would you like to be?
Is this the gal who was a little nervous about coming on the radio?
Yeah.
You're amazing.
You're amazing.
Oh no, I wasn't nervous at
Okay.
all. Thank God, no, because I know. I said, well, I'm just gonna be me. I'm gonna tell them whatever they want to. No, and it's the truth, 100% the truth. And then Naomi, she came in and she helped me. She saw me so young and she loved the way I do her hair. So I don't even know where Naomi used to live because I never asked her where she lived, the phone or anything. I know that lady used to come after work. But her job was, she was, those persons who correct, phones, for big company.
Okay.
Like she reads and check them out.
Oh, like a
Proofreading.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
something like that.
Right.
But she was great. So she told me how to answer the phone, how to act and all that. And little by little, I get clients from word of mouth. Like I did
Word of
your
mouth,
hair.
absolutely.
Yes, I did your hair, and then you bring me another friend. I find that girl, Dominican girl, that she did my hair. And when the day was very slow, I used to go outside and look women's hair that are the one that I see they look the worst, and I said, "Do you want to come to get your hair done? I could do it for free if you want to."
Did you do that?
Oh
And
yes,
how did
outside.
that go?
Wonderful. I still
That's so
have
smart.
I still have clients in that time that follow me since all those years, and she always tells the story. I'm gonna say thank you, Terry Lishman. I hope you can listen to me. Terry, I grabbed her in the street. And to today, she's my client. And this is the way I did because
And
it's
that's
no
how you
marketing
You
way
did
to
it
do
through
it.
elbow
I had no
grease.
money. I don't know how to do it.
It's so smart to give a little to get some.
Yes,
I
you
always
have to.
wonder, like, if I ever go to a restaurant or anything and they give you a little something extra, I always go back to that restaurant.
Yes.
I'm always surprised they don't do that more. That was so smart of you.
I had to, the slow day, I used to go outside, just like I said, hey, I can do your hair, here's my business card, and things like that. Some people just give me a dirty look, some people just try it.
But you didn't let that
And-
affect you. You
Right.
just kept on going. I
And in
think
that
that's key.
salon, I renovated 3 times, and it's still the same way. It's still named York Salon. It's still there.
Okay.
I
What does it
ended
look
up-
like
Let's
now?
talk about
Yeah.
no, but let's-
beautiful because I still the same way that I left there. I make it like a brick wall and I make it look very nice. And
But we want to concentrate on your salon.
Yeah.
but that
We
salon
want them to
it
go
was
to
my
your-
baby. I stayed there 12 years.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I made a decision to sell it.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's okay to say the number how much I sell it after all those
Go
years.
for it.
Go for it.
Why not?
I
Yeah.
bought it for 25 and ended up buying and selling that for 95.
Clap on the radio. Oh my
This is,
God.
you are one smart woman, my daughter.
Good for you.
After 12 years, and the day that I signed the papers and I let it go, I cried like a baby.
Yeah, because it
Oh,
was your
my
baby.
That was my
Think
baby.
about that.
I still pass by and I see the name York Salon, and I say, my baby.
So
is so
then,
great.
what
Yes.
happened now with the one you're
The
in
reason
now?
why, you always want to grow, whatever you want to do. And that salon I see, there was just me. I'm not able to have day off, and I'm dreaming to have a hair salon with more women's working, more people
Sure.
working that I'm able to take vacation.
Sure, a bigger establishment.
And not a bigger, but more over there was only me and 2 assistants. I started just me doing the shampoo and everything.
Yes.
And ended up being me, and
Right.
then later on, like,
Well,
I
you always
hired-
want growth.
Yes.
Yes, so I ended up selling, and I took a 2 years a break, and I always did. It wasn't really a break because I did you have a contract when you sell that you cannot be competition,
Non-compete.
not compete
Right.
business, but this person, that lawyer, he made 10 miles radius, which is huge.
Oh, yes. Interesting.
Yeah.
So I started only the closest one client. I'm very honest. I never take, Paola, if you listen to me, I never take any client. I never call anybody.
Right.
So the one that will have my number, I have a salon a guy, Boris, he gave me his space to do it 2 days a week.
Okay.
So I used to go there Wednesday and Fridays.
Okay.
And I do hair. I did it for 2 years, and then I tried to go to another salon. I don't like the way they treat the stylists. And then it made me think it's time to go back in business.
Oh, that's great. You know, I don't know about you, but I had an experience. I won't name the place. It was a chain. And the way the manager was treating the hairstylist was so abominable.
It
I
is.
couldn't abide by it. I had to leave. It was just terrible.
But you have those places where there's
Go ahead.
you have a lot of places, not a bad, but it's like a lot of high-end salon, where the women go and pay a lot of money. And okay, I respect that because you pay sometimes a lot of money. It cannot be like the best job in the world that you got, but they have name, and when they have a name, so they become very snobby. I don't know if I can say that.
Yeah, sure you can say it. It's
Yeah,
true.
they become very
That's
snobby.
sometimes why I've
And
left
they
salons.
They treat the stylists with respect because they feel more than everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to places like that, and I say I cannot do this. So
Especially since you were your own boss and you know what your
and
skill
I know
set is.
what I was looking. So
And of
I
course you
know
want
searching
respect.
and track list, and I find.
Oh, okay.
I find this one, it was 4:00 in the morning one night, and that was already a hair salon. And I find it, the lady said that she sold a hair salon with 4 hairstylists and with a lot of clients. And I saw that at 4:00 in the morning. By 8:30 in the morning, I was in front of the shop checking the place out.
That is great.
And then I sit across the street, what is they have a little
Yes.
bench, and I start taking a look at the place, and I said, well, I like it, but it needs a lot of work. So I ended up buying the salon, that one, and make the deal.
That's great.
So when
But
I
that must have been much more money than...
a lot of money, and to everyone out there who want to rent now location, it's hard.
I'm sure.
The landlord those days, when I bought the other one, it's not like that. 1 month security and 1 month rent.
Right.
That's it, like an
Right.
apartment was before. Now they want 6 months of rent.
Oh, I know this. And I'm,
6 months.
this is just...
You had to be prepared for
Yes, yes.
6 months plus money that you buy the business for, plus 35,000 that I pay for the one that I have. I don't know if it's okay to mention numbers.
You can mention, they're your numbers, so.
Yeah,
it's-
35 plus 6 months of rent.
Yeah, no.
Plus
lot of
extra money in the bank.
Yep, it's all changed. The only reason I know this is that this is nothing. It's just my son, who's 26 years old, just went to rent his apartment, and I swear to God, I don't know how any 26-year-old does it, because unless your parents can guarantee this, and they want this, and they want 6 months in, I mean, it's just unbelievable. So I can't imagine for a business it must be twice as hard.
It's
rent.
very hard. It's very hard. So that's why you see a lot of stores, they go, small business, they're going out of business those days. It's very sad what they're doing. But no, so going
you
with all
bought
this,
this?
I bought this, and then I'm back in business, and I renewed, remodeled. The lady who I bought it from, thank you. She played me daddy. She took everybody and leave me the salon empty.
What?
For everyone who listened, when you're going to buy business, get a lawyer, get everything in the contract.
Oh, gosh.
I was supposed to have, I don't have those advices, so I'm teaching something.
Yes.
If you're going to buy a business, make sure that you put everything in contract. If it's a for hairstylist, make sure to make it stay with you at least a year.
Good idea.
Yeah.
At least a year. You can do that. It's a way to do it. I didn't know
put
that.
everything in the
I didn't know.
contract. Yeah.
I closed for a week to renovate it. But when I came to open, she was gone with all the stylists. They leave me alone.
Unbelievable.
So now what did you do?
So, I mean, the money that I pay was not for a real business
Right.
because in a hair salon, the clients follow the hairstylists.
Wow. Yeah, so then what? So
What did you do? Because somebody would think of that as a major setback.
It was, but I already give the money. It's no way back.
Right.
You
So
had
what
to
did you-
fight.
Right. So how did you fight? How did you move forward?
You had to think about that. You had to reset your mind. Say, I was looking for an empty store,
Right.
and I find this one. Now I'm gonna think that I just opened my door, and I'm gonna forget about those people who exist. Just I had to make it.
Right.
And you know
One
you've done
way.
it before, so
I've done it before. I had the experience. I know how.
yes.
So I went outside, made flyers, and there's a lot of people passing by because
It's near the hospital.
near to the hospital. So I started hanging flyers, get my hair all pretty done.
Yeah.
And-
your hair is such.
And
so
now
it's
I'm
beautiful.
6 years in there.
that's
6
awesome.
I
years.
just signed my another 5 years. I finished 5. I signed up for another 5 years.
And you just renovated it. It looks
Oh,
beautiful.
yes. This is the third time that I do a little facelift. You need to freshen up. You need to give it
do.
some love to the business. Not only taking,
Yep.
but you always had to put back.
And not
to
everybody
it.
does that. You know, there's a place that I go to outside of New York now, and I've gotten to the point where I'm like, guys, you need to close, and you need to renovate, and you need to clean. And it's just like, I can't believe it. It's just, it's too gross. And I'm thinking, I can't believe I'm even going here.
Well,
you
that's
know?
not the
If you
salon.
let her go,
Right.
the business is not good because the thing is that women goes there to look beautiful, feel good, and then if you're there in a salon when it's not beautiful,
You want nice surroundings.
yes,
And it is. I will
mean,
attest to that.
I just
Beautiful
did it.
surroundings, very clean, and the service obviously is
good.
magnificent and very personalized because it's small.
a small.
Well, now
But-
that you answer the phone.
Yes.
Oh yes, now I answer the phone. Still the old fashioned that I try to get upgrading, like get computer appointments and but I get in there.
You're
now
doing
I
it.
learn a lot more this time. Believe me.
Yeah, and you know, I have a place out of
But
again,
also the key thing, I
Yeah.
think, there are two things. I mean, when we're talking about this small business, but any small business, is that the quality of the because people can come in once, but they won't come back.
Absolutely.
Yes.
If
That's
the
very
quality
true.
of the service, what they're paying for, they don't feel they're getting.
Yes,
Which
it's
means
true.
in this case, their hair looks beautiful, the color, the cut, what have you. But also you want to, especially women want to enjoy it. That's me.
Right.
For sure.
Oh, me too.
Well, I stopped going to hair salons if I didn't,
Oh,
you know, with the
absolutely.
snobby thing. I was like, I don't need
I
this.
know.
Is that you're surrounded by very nice people.
Of course, you want this to be.
You know.
I mean, you're coming in. You've had a day. You want, God knows what it is, and you want this to be a relaxing experience, and so, and a positive one.
And especially in a service-oriented business.
Yes, you had to have like to be nice to people, welcome everybody, treat everybody the same. Not because one looks better or the one have more or that you think that you can get more. Everybody need to feel welcome.
And what I also
And
loved
love.
for me personally, because I don't think I'm a difficult customer, but in my own head, I have these like peccadillos.
Sure.
And so if I'm at any service-oriented business and they keep on trying to sell me stuff and sell me product and sell
Yeah, I
me.
don't like that either.
Yes,
Oh, I hate it, and I literally will never go back. In fact, my husband, when sometimes we've gone in stores and they're very pushy,
Yeah, it's
he
tough.
will, be my guard, but he'll also say to them, if you don't want her to leave,
leave
leave her alone.
Right.
Yes.
And when she's ready, she'll come to you. Now, some people aren't like that. Like my sister doesn't mind if people try to sell her and all, but that's my peccadillo.
Yeah.
And I can say when I walked into Wendy's hair salon that I'm always like on guard the first time because I'm like, what's going to happen? And it didn't happen. And I've been going to you for years now.
I have, yes, Joanna.
Thank you.
You have gone to me since I started in the beginning.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
Oh, how many years
Thank you so
then is
much.
that?
It's about
six years.
Yes,
Wow.
6 years.
Yeah.
So
Thank
now,
you so much.
let me ask
and
you-
I met you by consider. I don't try to sell. I know that I can make more money selling the product. That's why they
course.
try because we're in the business. But being pushing and trying to sell something the customer doesn't need. If I think something that you're going to use it in your house and then it's going to help you, I said, look, I have this. You may like to try.
Right. And
But it's the way you do
but
it too.
first, I ask you, do you do your hair in your house? Some people, they don't even shampoo their hair in the house. They go to the salon. So
I know, isn't that amazing?
That's
I've always-
crazy.
I know. I have people that never they do their hair at the salon.
yes,
They
a
don't
lot
even-
of people.
Yep.
A lot of you have.
Well, I have to wash my hair every day.
Yes, but they will. They
They go every day. How
I have clients.
keep
They
it.
come to the salon like 3 times a
yeah,
week.
they'll keep it. for
They
the
had the
days.
appointment set for 3 times a week, and I have other one that once a week. They only shampoo their hair once a week. So it's
which is
and
amazing.
the
I mean,
salon.
I know a lot of women who, do that once a week or twice a week or have you, and I'm happy for them, but I
could never.
can't. I just can't.
You had to say thank God for the kind of hair you have, because if you had curly hair like me or a lot of women out there, they know what I'm talking about.
I have curly
We
hair.
cannot shampoo the hair
It's so difficult.
every day because the blow dry and make it look nice.
Okay.
It's hard.
Okay.
But if you wear curly and wash and go, it's okay. But
But
you
what I
have
like-
beautiful hair.
Thank you.
What I like about what you do with your hair is it's so youthful and it's lively. Like if
It
you,
is.
you
It
know,
moves.
It moves.
Yeah, so
It moves.
it's a natural look, bouncy and
Well, two
No,
things.
it's-
One thing is we should, I think, repeat.
We're going to have, yeah.
And also, I guess one question we should ask is what do you look for the future? What would you like?
Yeah.
yes. Now I'm getting older. Oh my God! Now I just turned a new year, 46.
Oh, you're a baby. A baby compared to me.
No, but I started when I was 24, so I'm thinking about my future and what is going to happen with me.
Yeah.
So, of course.
So,
But I'm looking for maybe continue doing this because it's my passion. I have passion for what I do.
mm-hmm.
I love what I do. But I wish I can find a way how to grow the business could be continue even when I decide to retire.
Well, that's it. I mean, and that's a natural progression with businesses, especially small business. It's just you want to build it to the point where you can step back a little bit, and that's another challenge. And that's when we'll have you on again.
we'll have you
Yeah,
again. Yes.
so this is another topic where I need help.
So we should tell
we're
again
gonna
what the offer is, just to finish that up.
Yes. Say the offer again.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, so if you go to Wendy's salon, which is called,
Charles Hair Studio,
and the address is
403 East 70,
Okay.
on the Upper East Side between York and First,
403
East 70th Street.
Wendy will offer a free color consultation along with a hydrating, moisturizing treatment for your hair. Free, but you have to mention that you heard this on Joanna Bonaro's podcast, which is called TerraceTruthTalkin.
And
There's
it's
the deal.
and the offer is good till June 30th of this year, 2020.
Yes, women coming to see me. And not only women, also I do
Men,
men's
she
hair.
does, she does
And
men.
I do very good men's
Yes, you
haircut.
do.
We do. I have another hairstylist. Her name is Alina. That she's great also.
And she has a lot of male clients. Yes, she's
Yes.
very
Oh,
talented.
excellent.
Yes,
Incredibly
yes.
talented.
Yes, Alina, she's very good. She's been with me since I opened, so we thanks to Alina. But if you want a consultation and any advice, so you come to see me. And if you like some keratin also.
Ooh.
And I do Botox for hair now. That's a good thing for the hair, especially for curly hair.
That's really good.
Yes.
What is Botox for hair?
Oh, it's a new treatment. It's more they compare with the keratin, but it's more like a light for remove the frizz.
Oh my God, do I need that?
Yes, it
I have
removes the
very
frizz
curly hair.
and,
I know you're being
make your hair
yeah. Oh, I want
shiny.
that.
Yeah.
Make the hair shiny. If you do color, they make your hair alive again. Yeah.
So
Okay.
cool. Okay, well that's wow.
Well,
what a story, Wendy.
This is Wendy. You have inspired me. I have so much respect for you. I admire you, and I didn't know any of this. I just knew that I walked into a salon 6 years ago after coming from a very snobby, high-end, East Village place, and I said, well, it's I live around here, so I'm just gonna go for convenience.
Thank you, Joanna. Thank you so much.
Been wonderful.
But I just want to add something for all the women out there.
Sure.
If you're a woman that you want to try a business, don't be afraid. Go ahead and do it. Find some advices. So you're going to find people that are going to take your dreams away. Feel your heart. Whatever you have is or your passion is, go through.
She's
and find advices.
I know. That's so great,
Get
Wendy.
advices from people. There's a lot of places. There's help out there for small business that I didn't know those things exist by then. I find out down the line.
It's a beautiful story, and it's so exciting, and I can't wait to go to the salon. I gotta tell you.
Thank you.
So we're going to wrap up, and we ask a few questions, which just your instinctual. It's just instinctual, Wendy. So, what makes you smile now? Just when you wake up in the morning, or something you see during the day. What makes you smile?
Well, I have a big reason to smile every morning. I have a granddaughter.
Oh,
Yes,
lovely.
I have a granddaughter that she live with me, and my daughter live with me also. Is the most wonderful thing that ever happened to me. And my daughter work nights, and Noraya is her name. She sleep with me. That she's supposed to sleep in her crib, but when I wake up and I see Noraya, and then the big smile is
Just brings you joy.
yes, I cannot even
course it
explain.
does.
That's the most beautiful thing that happened.
Actually, I'm not even going to ask you the other question because it's what steams you, and I want to end it with just the
Tell
joy.
me, tell me.
What steams you? It just annoys you sometimes.
Huh?
It annoys you. What just annoys you?
When I see people with a bad mood with no reason, I'm a very positive person, and I don't like to see grumpy people, and that make me and I like everything clean.
That's a good one.
Yes, true.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
When everything is not clean and not in order, it drives me crazy. So I like.
Well, I think you have to be a bit organized.
Absolutely.
Like that when you own a
Well, you're a
small
very
business.
positive person. That is for sure.
You've been an inspiration,
Yes,
Wendy.
I like to be surrounding positive people because if I'm near negative people, I don't want to get that energy.
Right.
Yes.
I try
get
to
it.
walk away.
It's a good idea. That's a good
Yes,
idea.
Yes, I don't.
Well, thank you, Wendy.
Thank you
this has
for-
been very
Thank
special.
Thank you.
This has
Thank
been a great
you, guys.
interview. Really,
I
we
love you,
appreciate
Joanna.
it. Me
Thank
too.
you so much for this opportunity.
And we also close with a book recommendation. And for this, I know of a book. It's been recommended to me by another woman who's an entrepreneur. And it's called, so for you women out there who are small business owners or looking to open up your own business, it's called Watertight Marketing, Delivering Long-Term Sales Results by Bryony Thomas, Bryony Thomas. And it's basically a handbook that's designed to ensure that your marketing efforts make you money rather than help you lose money. So it's not, going down the drain. It just gives you basic marketing fundamentals and tools and channels and just information that could be of use to you as a small
That sounds great.
a
You can
small
carry it with you.
business
I need
owner.
that.
There you
Thank
go.
you for the information.
Yes.
Lovely.
So,
We're always learning something
That's
in
right.
the business world. Never
That's for
end.
sure.
Never end.
True.
We always have something to learn.
So thanks again, and we'll wrap up the show by saying again, remember, kindness counts.